never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented.
Good evening, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees, The Ugly Truth with Ken. And we're going to be calling Game 2 of this series of the Yankees facing off against the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. Our Yankees were able to pull out a 2-0 shutout against the Cubs yesterday, and hopefully we are looking at the same thing once again. Actually, the game has already started, and the count is a ball and a strike on Schumann. Peterson sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Schumann is hitting .203 on the season, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and a .722 OPS. Pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul down the third base line. Count is 2-2. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. And Schumann challenged that one, and it just barely clipped the bottom. And it was confirmed that it was a strike, and the Yankees lost their first challenge. First pitch to Goldschmidt is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0. Peterson sets, it fires, and the changeup catches the bottom of the strike zone. For call, strike one. I think that one was actually low. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is outside for call. Ball 2. And the pitch is on the way. The changeup paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is evened at 2-2. And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls it away. And while we're waiting for the next pitch, I'm going to welcome John the Beagle Dad, Margaret, Yanks for Life, Sean Browning, Daniel Berry, John Mazzola, Jonathan. Appreciate y'all being here. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied lightly to center field. Nico Horner is backing up, and he makes a play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Abed Rosario. Well, that sucks, Shad. Rosario's hitting .235 on the season, 10 home runs, 28 RBIs. Peterson sets. The first pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Peterson sets and fires the sinker. I don't know, man. It looked low, but it's called strike one. Count is 1-1. Peterson sets and fires, and Rosario takes one straight down the heart of Broadway for call, strike two. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Rosario fouls it off. Count remains 1-2. Peterson sets, fires, that pitch is up high. Count is evened at 2-2. And Peterson sets, pitches all the way, and Rosario fouls that off. Count remains 2-2. As we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat, yesterday in the opening frame, Rosario had an 11-pitch at-bat against Shota Imanaga. And Peterson sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. And Peterson sets and fires, and Rosario swings and misses for strike 3. So that is a 1-2-3 inning for Peterson. Max Fried will be heading out to the bump. And since I was not able to get it done, the lineup for today's Yankees are Max Schumann, left field, Paul Goldschmidt in first base, Ahmed Rosario DHing, hitting out of the 3-hole, Jason Dominguez in right field, cleaning up. In the 5-hole will be Jazz Chisholm Jr. playing second base. And once again, Anthony Volpe is at shortstop, hitting out of the 6-hole. Spencer Jones will be in center field, hitting in the 7-hole. Ali Sanchez is behind the dish. And Jose Caballero will be at third base, bringing up the rear. On the bump for the Yankees is going to be Max Fried. For the Chicago Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong will be leading it off, playing center field. In right field, in the 2-hole will be Seihei Suzuki. In the 3-hole will be third baseman Alex Bregman. Behind the dish is going to be their catcher Carson Kelly cleaning up. Michael Busch will be at first base, hitting in the 5-hole. Nico Horner will be at second base in the 6-hole. Ian Happ will be in the 7-hole, playing left field. Dansby Swanson will be at shortstop, hitting out of the 8-hole. And Trent Teotis will be DHing, bringing up the rear. And on the bump for the Cubs is going to be David Peterson. For those of you who have hopped in, we have an active poll with 11 votes. So if you haven't, please drop your vote and let your voice be heard, your vote be counted. As you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're currently at 9, so if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We're starting the night out with 830 subscribers, 5 short of our next milestone of 835. So if you're not a member of the Yankees, The Ugly Truth family, you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, Yankees, The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And Fried looks like he's about to get to it. This is only his third start since coming back from the IL. So he's working his pitch count up. First pitch is on the way, and that is a 4-seamer right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a sweeper down low. Count is 1-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way. The fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be just outside to even the count up at 2-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is just a bit down low. Count is now full, 3-2. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul tip. Sanchez could not hold on to the foul tip, so that is going to remain 3-2. And Fried sets, fires. That pitch is down low for ball 4. So the Cubs are going to have their first runner on board. Coming up to bat is Seihei Suzuki. The first pitch is on the way, and that is a curveball down low. Count is 1-0. And there's a pickoff attempt at first base. Crow Armstrong is back in standing up. First disengagement. Fried sets and fires, and the fastball is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 1-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Suzuki. Fried sets and fires. The pitch is going to bounce in the dirt, get away from Sanchez. Armstrong is going to advance to second. Count is 2-2. All right, Max, it's time to settle down. Fried sets and fires, and the cutter is inside. Count is now full, 3-2. Fried sets and fires. This ball is bounced to Jazz. Jazz fills it and fires it to Goldie. But Crow Armstrong is going to advance to third. So there's one out with a runner at third. Bregman is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that bounces in the dirt and is going to get away from Sanchez. Cronenstern is going to come home, and the Cubs take a 1-0 lead. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is inside. Count is 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied to center field. Grisham is tracking it. Actually, Jones is tracking it, and he makes the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Carson Kelly. Coming up to bat is Carson Kelly. First pitch is on the way. Curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets, fires, and the four-seamer is up high. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Fried sets and fires. The slider is in the dirt. Count is 2-2. And Fried sets, pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed for strike three. That is going to do it for the Cubs, but not before they are able to play to run. Coming up to bat in the bottom or the top of the second is going to be Jason Dominguez, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Anthony Volpe. Certainly not the way we thought this game was going to start out. However, it is early. Hopefully the Yankees bats can spark to life and we can even this set up. So for those of you that are here, we have an active poll going. We currently have 14 votes in that poll. If you haven't, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted and drop your vote. As you know, for every live play-by-play, our goal is 30 likes. We're currently at 11. So hence, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. it has been raining in Chicago all day long. And from some of the indicators coming in, there is a hell of a lot of wind blowing in from the outfield. So the Yankees are going to have to rely on hits today. Think it's going to be a rough road to go for the team to hit home runs. And Dominguez is up to bat. The first pitch is on the way. That is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Peterson sets, fires. That pitch is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-1. Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and Dominguez swings and misses. Count is 1-2. Peterson sets, fires, and Dominguez swings and misses for strike 3, and that is the first out of the second. Hey, D-Rod. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Peterson sets, fires, and Jazz drills this one to Dansby Swanson. He backhands it and fires across to Michael Busch for the second out. 1 pitch and 1 out. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe, and the first pitch is on the way. That is a fastball in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Peterson sets, and he fires. That changeup is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Peterson sets, fires, and Volpe swings at a fastball way inside. Count is 1-2. Peterson sets, fires, and the four-seamer is up high. Count is evened at 2-2. Peterson sets, fires, and this ball is grounded to Nico Horner at second. He fields it and fires to Busch at first for the third out, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the second. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second is going to be Busch, Horner, and Happ. And yes, we did trade Camilo Doval today for a pair of minor league prospects, a pitcher and an outfielder, I believe. They're in high A and double A. I believe one of the players was the Pirates' 19th ranked prospect. How he figures into the Yankees prospect tally, I have no idea. But I guess we're going to find that out quick enough. Duvall just never seemed to catch his niche here in New York, and he may be a successful pitcher somewhere else. I do wish him all the luck. So how are we feeling today about the Yankees' chances of pulling this win out? Certainly that is on the shopping list. Now, which catcher that may be, I have no idea. Everyone has talked about the catcher from the Twins, but the Twins are in the playoff races, and I suspect that they are not going to be trading him. And Freed sets, pitches on the way. The curveball is called ball one. It is being challenged, and I suspect that one is going to be overturned. The Yankees have already lost one. And the pitch is overturned. That is call strike one. So the Yankees retain one challenge. And Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is skied to center field. Jones is on the move to left center and makes the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Nico Hoerner. And Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Or actually, they called it a strike. Count is 0-1 on Hoerner. And Horner's going to challenge this one. It's overturned, so that is ball one. Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Freed sets, fires, and that pitch is check swing, but the first base umpire says no, it is not. So that is call strike three. And the second out of the inning, that is Freed's second strikeout of the game. Freed sets and fires, and the first pitch is a cutter that catches the outside corner. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way. The curveball bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Freed sets, fires, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Fried sets, fires. That pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Actually, hammered foul in front of the plate. Count is going to remain 1-2. Fried sets and fires, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Fried sets, fires. The curveball is check swing foul. Count remains 2-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled straight back. So we're heading to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And Fried sets, fires. That cutter is off the plate. Count is now 3-2. That is Fried's 4th three-ball count. And Fried sets, fires. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Cubs in the bottom of the second. As we head to the top of the third, Cubs have a 1-0 lead on the Yankees. Coming up to bat will be Spencer Jones, Ali Sanchez, and Jose Caballero. Yep. There was a prospect catcher in the Duvall trade, and he is in his second season at high A. So he is a ways away from being an impact player potentially for the Yankees. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. We are at 16 votes. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We are currently at 18, so we're 12 away from hitting our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Here on the Yankees, The Ugly Truth, we're at 830 subscribers. 5 short of our next milestone of 835. So if you like live play-by-plays, well, welcome, James. All fans are welcome. If you like live play-by-plays, well, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, I drop them almost every day. As a matter of fact, I dropped one just about game time. So if you get a chance, head over there and check it out. Let me know what you think. And if you like open panels where you can talk baseball, well, I host those too. So if these things appeal to you, then Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And from our active scoreboard today, the Cubs beat the Cardinals 5-1. The the Rays beat the White Sox 1-0. Mariners beat the Twins 4-3. Marlins beat the Mets 6-2. And the first pitch is on the way to Jones, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Jones hit a towering home run yesterday. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate for ball 1. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul down the third base side. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that is the first out of the inning. Well, let's see. Last year at the trade deadline, we were playing the Tampa Bay Rays, and we got Jose Caballero from them. First pitch is on the way to Sanchez. It is up high. Count is 1-0. And Peterson sets. This is hammered down the right field line. It clips the wall, and Sanchez is going to hold at first. Suzuki got there first. So that is the first base hit for either team with one out in the third. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way. And the curveball catches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Caballero swings and misses for strike 2. Count is 1-2. Peterson sets, fires, and Caballero swings and misses for strike 3. And that is Peterson's 5th strikeout of the game. There are 2 outs, and Max Schumann is coming up to bat. And Peterson sets, fires, and this pitch is grounded to Swanson. Swanson flips it to Horner for the 3rd out. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. I'm going to step away from the mic for just a half a click so I can grab a drink out of my fridge. I'll be right back. And voila, I am back. Well, let's take a look at our active scoreboard today. I'll start over again. The Blue Jays beat the Cardinals 5-1. Rays beat the White Sox 1-0. Mariners beat the Twins 4-3. Marlins beat the Mets 6-2. In the bottom of the 4th, the Pirates have a 3-0 lead on the Reds. In the bottom of the 4th, there is no score in the Orioles-Phillies game. In the top of the 3rd, the Rangers and the Astros are locked up at 1s. As you know, heading to the bottom of the 3rd, Cubs lead the Yankees 1-0. In the bottom of the 2nd, the Guardians have a 2-0 lead on the Diamondbacks. In the top of the 4th, the Braves have a 3-0 lead on the Nationals. And at 8:10, about 15 minutes from now, the Rockies and the Royals will start. And then later on, it'll be the Giants and the Padres, Red Sox and the Dodgers, and Brewers, Angels, Tigers, Athletics. And that is our active scoreboard at this point. For those of you who haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 17 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Here on the Yankees The Ugly Truth, we strive for 30 likes for every live play-by-play. We are currently at 19, so we're 11 away from that goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. So who do we feel the Yankees are going to bring in at this trade deadline? Trade deadline ends Monday at 6 p.m. Swanson is up to bat. Pitch is on the way. And this is looped to the infield. Volpe is going to cut in front of Jazz to make the first out of the inning. And Triestos is coming up to bat. Fried sets, and the first pitch is on the way. And that is a four-seamer called strike one. Count is 0-1. Hey, Sean, welcome. And the pitch is on the way, and it is called strike two. Count is 0-2. If Triestos looks familiar to you, he was on the Pirates last week, and he made his major league debut against us. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike three. So that is Fried's fourth strikeout of the game. Coming up to bat is Pete Coro Armstrong. Does not have an official at bat. He worked in his first plate appearance. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field. Dominguez is there, and he makes the play for the third out. So that is a 1-2-3 easy inning for the Yankees. That was a 6-pitch inning for Fried to keep his pitch count down. Hey, James, welcome to the stream. And don't know if you heard, Camilo Doval was traded to the Pirates earlier this afternoon. The corresponding move was for the Yankees to bring Yovani Cruz back up to the major leagues, and he was warming up in the bullpen last inning. So I imagine that we will see him at some point in tonight's game, hopefully to spell the bullpen even more. They were heavily used over the last few games in Chicago with the 2 extra inning games. Hopefully it'll give us a pause and give some of those arms a chance to recover. Coming up for the Yankees in the top of the fourth is going to be Paul Goldschmidt, Ahmed Rosario, and Jason Dominguez. So what did you catch today, James, if it was a successful day of fishing? Yeah, Jonathan, I've been looking for more trades too, and a lot of rumors, no solid facts. One of the interesting ones that I liked was a possible trade between the Blue Jays and the Yankees for Ernie Clement. All right. And Peterson sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is down low for ball one. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and Goldschmidt fouls it off. Count is 1-1. Peterson sets and fires, and that fastball paints the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie chops this one to Swanson. Swanson fires it across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario. Something is going on, and the trader and the coach are looking at Peterson's hand, so there's an injury delay. Rosario is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Looks like Peterson is going to stay in the game. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Now, Sean's on a double right now. He's not off of work tonight. Peterson sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2 on Rosario. Peterson sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled back. Count remains 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and that slider is down in the dirt. No, he is off for the day. He is not injured. Peterson sets and fires. That pitch is bounced to Swanson. Swanson fields and fires to Bush for the second out. Coming up to bat is Jason Dominguez, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And the first pitch is on the way, and Dominguez fouls that curveball straight back. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Dominguez. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a slow roller to Dominguez, or to Swanson. He fires to first base and gets Dominguez. And that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the fourth. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth is going to be Seihei Suzuki, Alex Bregman, and Carson Kelly. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 19 votes, so let your voice be heard, your vote be counted. And as you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're currently at 21, so we're 9 away from that goal. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, we are at 830 subscribers, 5 away from our next milestone of 835. So if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And from our active scoreboard right now, the Pirates are leading the Reds 3-1 in the bottom of the fifth. In the bottom of the fourth, there is no score in the Orioles-Phillies game. In the bottom of the third, the Astros have a 3-1 lead on the Rangers. As you know, heading to the bottom of 4 in this game, the Cubs have a 1-0 lead on the Yankees. The Guardians have a 2-0 lead against the Diamondbacks in the top of the third. And the Braves have a 4-0 lead on the Nationals in the top of the fourth. And that is your active scoreboard at this time. Chat appears to be very quiet today, so how are we feeling about the game thus far? I want to give a shout out to Mitch Kotsky of the Hardcore Sports Network, because they are actually live streaming our live play-by-play at this moment in time. And let's see. Fried sets and fires. And the first pitch to Suzuki is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is chop foul down the third base line. Count remains 0-2 on Suzuki. Fried sets and fires. That pitch is a curveball in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be in there for call. Strike three. So Suzuki is retired looking, and that is Fried's fifth strikeout of the game. Fried is at 50 pitches. Coming up to bat is Alex Bregman. First pitch is on the way, and that is called strike one, but Bregman is challenging it. And the call is overturned. It misses by, looks like a half an inch. So the count, they're going to retain both of their challenges. Count is 1-0 on Bregman. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is up and in. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered into left field over a leaping Volpe. Schumann fills it and gets it in. So that is the first base hit of the game for the Cubs. Coming up to bat is Carson Kelly, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the next pitch is on the way, and Kelly fouls it off. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a curveball in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count remains 0-2 on Kelly. Hey, Robert, welcome. Anticipate a cutter. And the pitch is on the way. The cutter is swung on a miss for strike three. That is Fried's sixth strikeout of the night. And that is the second out. Coming up to bat is Michael Busch. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a light out in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Yeah, we got our first hit last inning, just like they got their first hit this inning. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider just misses low. Count is 2-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to center field. Jones is coming in, and he's going to make the play for the third out. And that is going to do it for the Cubs in the bottom of the fourth. Coming up in the top of the fifth is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, and Spencer Jones. So how are we feeling about our game today, guys and gals out there in the internet world? From our active scoreboard, in the top of the fourth, Astros lead the Rangers 3-1. The Pirates now lead the Reds 4-1 in the top of the sixth. Phillies lead the Orioles 1-0 in the top of the fifth. As you know, heading to the top of the fifth, Cubs lead the Yankees 1-0. In the bottom of the third, the Guardians have a 2-0 lead on the Diamondbacks. In the top of the fifth, the Braves now lead the Nationals 4-0. And that's your active scoreboard at this time. Hey, Lou, welcome to the stream. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We're at 21 likes, 9 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit that button and share the channel out. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we're at 830 subscribers. 5 away from our next milestone of 835. So if you like live play-by-plays, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, I drop them almost every day. As a matter of fact, I dropped a short just before the start of this game. So if you haven't checked it out, head on over and look at it and let me know what you think. And if you like open panels where you can talk, invited up to talk baseball, well, I host those too. So if these things appeal to you, then please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Interesting fact, Yankees starters over the last 9 games, 7 of them have given up 1 run or less. And Peterson sets and fires, and the slider catches the outside part of the plate for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Jazz. Peterson sets and fires, and that fastball paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike 2. And Peterson sets, fires, and Jazz swings and misses at the slider off the plate. So that is a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Jazz. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe, 0 for 1 on the day. And Peterson sets and fires, and Volpe grounds this one to Bregman. Bregman fields it and fires it across the diamond for the second out. So 1 damn pitch and 1 out. Gotta freaking love that, Volpe. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And Peterson sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball up high. Count is 1-0 on Spencer Jones. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 2-0. Pitch is hit on the ground to Bush, and Bush bobbles it, and Jones is going to beat the play out at first, so that is going to be an error on Bush. Spencer Jones is at first. So Ali Sanchez is coming up to bat. He had our first hit of the day. He is 1-for-1 with a single. And Peterson makes a pickoff attempt at first. Jones is back in standing up. Count is, that is the first disengagement. No pitches yet. And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Peterson sets and fires, and that pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Sanchez. And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered past a diving Bush. And Jones is going to stick at second. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Well, I don't think they're trying to hit the ball out of the park today. Robert, there's a 25-mile-an-hour wind blowing straight in. Caballero is coming up to bat, 0-for-1 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch is on the way, and Caballero takes the pitch for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Caballero swings at a pitch off the plate. Count is 0-2. And Peterson sets. This ball is lined into right field. Jones is rounding third, heading home, and he slides in there safe. Sanchez heads to third. So, game is tied at 1. So, coming up to bat is Max Schumann. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. So, will Mad Max add to our run total? And Jones's speed helped us score that run. And it looks like the pitching coach is on the mound. They have a meeting of the minds on the mound. So what's the miracle, Robert? And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero takes off, and he is going to be in there safe with his 26th stolen base of the season. And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is 1-2. Peterson sets and fires, and this ball is skied to right field. Suzuki is there, and he makes the play for the third out of the game, or the inning. But not before the Yankees are able to tie this game up in the top of the fifth. Coming up in the bottom of the fifth is going to be Nico Horner, Ian Happ, and Dansby Swanson. For those of you that are here, we have 20 votes in our active poll, so thank you for those who have participated. However, if you haven't, please let your voice be heard, your vote be counted, and drop a vote. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're currently at 22, so we're 8 away from that goal. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And for those of you that are not members of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, we offer live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball. If these things appeal to you, then please consider subscribing. And in our active scoreboard, the Pirates and Cubs game has gone to a rain delay. The Pirates and the Orioles are in the top of the sixth, or the Phillies and the Orioles, and the Phillies have a 1-0 lead on the O's. In the bottom of the fourth, the Astros have tied this game up, and the Rangers and Astros are locked up at 3s. As you know, heading to the bottom of the fifth, the Yankees and the Cubs are locked up at 1s. In the bottom of the fourth, the Guardians have a 2-0 lead on the Diamondbacks. In the top of the sixth, the Braves have a 4-0 lead on the Nationals. And in the bottom of the second, the Rockies and Royals are locked up at 0s. Starting at 8:40, we're going to see the Giants and the Padres get it underway, followed by the Red Sox and the Dodgers, Brewers and the Angels, and the Tigers and the Athletics. And Fried sets and fires. That curveball is in there for call. Strike one against Horner. Count is 0-1. Good night.
Let's go, Yankees.
All right.
There's a hopper in your backyard.
There's a what? All right. And Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is up and away. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered past a diving Jazz Chisholm into right field. Dominguez feels it and gets the ball back in. So Horner is going to be at first with nobody out. That is the Cubs' second base hit of the game. And Fried sets. And bunt is shown, and that is bunted foul. Count is 0-1 on Hap. Yes, they did. And Fried makes that pickoff attempt at first base. Porter is back in there standing up. First disengagement. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is chop foul. Count is 0-2. And Fried sets, and the curveball is chopped to Rosario. He fires across the diamond to Goldie for the second out. Horner is going to advance to second base. Actually, that's one down. Coming up to bat is Dansby Swanson, 0-for-1 on the day with a pop out in his first plate appearance. And Fried sets. The curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. Fried is at 69 pitches. Fried sets and fires. The pitch is chop foul. Count is 1-1. And Fried steps off the rubber and chases Horner back to second. So that is the first disengagement of this at bat. And now it is Angel Chavi coming up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to center field. Jones is tracking it and makes the play for the second out. And that is fired into the infield. Horner is going to stay at second. And Triesto is coming up to bat, 0-for-1 with the strikeout. And Sanchez is heading out to chat with Fried. Fried is at 71 pitches. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-on Triastos. Next pitch is on the way, and this is looped to Rosario. Rosario fires across the diamond for the third out. And Fried is going to work his way through 5 solid. So Fried is going to walk off the mound, most likely not to return. If he does, it'll be a batter by batter situation. They have On-Hill Chavi warming up in the bullpen. So they anticipate that he'll be coming in the game next. If you didn't hear, the Yankees traded Camilo Duvall today to the Pittsburgh Pirates for a pair of prospect players, one a catcher, one a pitcher, in high A and double A. I believe the pitcher was number 19th ranked player in the Pirates organization. The corresponding roster move to Duvall being removed is Giovanni Cruz being brought up, and he was warming up earlier. So I anticipate we may see him today also. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 20 votes. So thank you for those who have participated. Our active poll is in Fried's third appearance from the IL. How many innings will he go tonight? First answer was 2 to 3. Second answer was 4 to 5. Third answer was 6 innings plus. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth strive for 30 likes in every one of our play-by-plays. We are currently at 22, so we're 8 away from that goal. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. I dropped a short just before game time, so if you haven't had the opportunity to look at that, check it out and let me know what you think. It is on my YouTube Yankees The Ugly Truth page, so give it a holler. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, and Peterson fires. The first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a changeup off the plate. Not sure what you're asking, Lou. And the pitch is on the way, and that is called strike two. I think that damn pitch was off the plate. Count is 1-2, and Peterson sets, fires, the sliders down low. Count is 2-2. They did not. Matter of fact, next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is now full on Goldie, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and Goldie slaps this one foul down the right field line. Count is going to remain 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and Goldschmidt is called out on strikes. That is Peterson's 7th strikeout of the night. Hey, Beagle Dad. And Peterson sets. Pitch to Rosario is lined into center field. Crow Armstrong is running in and makes a fine running catch for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jason Dominguez, 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. First pitch for Peterson is on the way, and that is down low. It bounces away from the catcher. Count is 1-0. Dominguez has grounded out and struck out this evening. Peterson sets and fires, and Dominguez fouls this one down the right field line. And that is going to make it into the stands. Count is 1-1. Peterson sets and fires. The curveball is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Dominguez. And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Peterson sets and fires, and that ball is hammered into left field. That is going to tee a one hopper off the wall, and Dominguez is cruising it to second with a stand-up double. So that is the first extra base hit of the night for either team. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. That ball traveled at 110.2 miles an hour. And Peterson sets. Checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz chops this one foul down the first base line. Count is 0-1. Peterson sets, fires, and the slider is way off the plate. And Peterson sets, pitches on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. I believe he's called Martian because he likes sci-fi. James. Star Trek, Star Wars fan. Peterson sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is even at 2-2 on Jazz. Peterson sets, fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 3-2. Peterson sets and fires, and Jazz swings and misses at the slider for strike 3. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the sixth is going to be Pete Crow Armstrong, Seihei Suzuki, and Alex Bregman. All right, looking it up, as a 16-year-old, his physical build and his raw power as a teenager, scouts said that his planet was not of this world, and that dubbed him as the El Marchino. And that was at 16 years old. So that's why they call him the Martian. From our active scoreboard today, Pirates and the Reds are still in the rain delay. In the bottom of the sixth, Phillies have a 1-0 lead on the Orioles. In the top of the fifth, the Astros have taken a 5-3 lead on the Rangers. As you know, heading to the bottom of the sixth, this game is locked up at ones. In the top of the fifth, the Diamondbacks have gotten on the board. Score is 2-1 Guardians. In the top of the seventh, the Braves lead the Nationals 4-0. In the top of the third, the Royals lead the Rockies 4-0. In the top of the first, just getting underway, are the Giants and the Padres. And the first pitch from Fried to Crow Armstrong is a fastball call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is just up high. Count is 1-2. And Fried sets. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. Fried's last fastball was in at 97 miles an hour. And Fried sets, fires, and the pitch is in there for call, strike three. That is Max's 7th strikeout of the game, and Crow Armstrong is retired looking. And Boone is heading out to the mound. Looks like Chavi is coming into the game. You think that Scooble's going to get traded to the Dodgers? I don't think so. I think that he will either end up in Milwaukee or in Philadelphia. And with Chavi coming into the game, I'm going to end our active poll. This evening, we had 21 votes in the active poll. In Max Fried's third appearance from the IL, how many innings will he go tonight? 48% said between 4 and 5 innings. 38% said 6 plus. 14% said 2 to 3. Well, Max went 5 1/3. So congratulations to the 48% for picking correctly. Thanks for participating in our active poll. This is definitely looking like it will be a rise with scratch this evening. That's interesting. First pitch from Chavi is swung on and missed. Actually, that's the second pitch. Count is 1-1. And Chavi sets, pitch is on the way, and the slider is just low. Count is 2-1 on Suzuki. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate for ball 4. So Suzuki is going to take the walk. So they'll have a runner at first with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Alex Bregman. Chavi sets and fires, and the 4-seamer is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Chavi sets, pitches on the way. The slider bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Chavi sets and fires, and the slider is up and in. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is now 3-1. Hey, Susan, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and Bregman chops this one foul down the third base line. Count is 3-2. Been a while since we've seen you, Susan. Welcome. Anchovy sets, fires, and the fastball rides up high for ball 4. So the Cubs are going to have runners at first and second and the pitcher is challenged, and the Yankees are about to lose their second. And we lost our second challenge in the 6th inning, so we are out of challenges. Sorry to hear that, Susan. Now Blake is on the mound to calm the young pitcher down. Coming up to bat is Carson Kelly. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. We'll be back in a second. I'm going to grab a drink out of my fridge. Anchovy sets. First pitch is on the way, and the slider paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Anchovy checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and this is sky to center field. Spencer Jones is on it, makes the play. Suzuki heads back to second base, so there are 2 outs. Michael Busch coming up to bat. Busch is 0 for 2 with a line out and a fly out tonight. All right, Chavi, it's time to buckle down, baby. Let's get it done. The first pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way. The changeup is way inside. Count is 2-0. Chavis sets and he fires, and the slider paints the outside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 2-1. Chavis sets and fires. That pitch is down low. Count is now 3-1. Chavis sets, fires, and that ball is bounced to Jazz slowly. Jazz fields it and fires it to Goldie at third for the third out, and that is going to do it. Coming up for the Yankees in the top of the 7th is going to be Anthony Volpe, Spencer Jones, and Ali Sanchez. So for those of you that are here, we have our second active poll of the night. There are currently 12 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we strive for 30 likes for every one of our live play-by-plays. We are currently at 28, so we're just 2 away from that milestone. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 830 subscribers, 5 away from our next milestone of 835. So if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels, well, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing to one and the same. And I want to thank Mitch at the Hardcore Sports Network for streaming our live play-by-play to get our word out there. Your support is always appreciated. If you like basketball, football, and wrestling, they offer those things at the Hardcore Sports Network, so please consider subscribing. The first pitch to Volpe is a fastball up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. Horner fields it, fires it to Bush for the first out. Peterson is at 96 pitches with 1 out in the 7th. Pitch is on the way, and Jones hammers this one to left field. This one is going, and gone. Spencer Jones hits a ball into the 25-mile-an-hour wind and drives it out of the park. That is his 5th home run of the season, an opposite field shot. That one went 370 feet at 106 miles per hour. Yankees take a 2-1 lead. And that was another freaking missile that Jones hit. And Peterson is out of here.
Hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time.
Hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back no more. So do we want to talk about Spencer Jones' strikeout rate or his home run rate? This is his 2nd home run in Chicago. And the Fox broadcast team had been talking that it would be impossible to hit a home run out of this ballpark tonight. Well, I guess Spencer Jones just proved them wrong. And it looks like Trent Thornton is coming in to replace David Peterson, and he'll be facing Ali Sanchez, who is 2 for 2 on the night. Jonathan reported earlier that in the Giants game that Luis Ariz was pulled from the start. So could that mean that he is headed to New York? I mean, God's honest truth, they need to give this kid a chance to play baseball. I'm tired of seeing them pull him for a pinch hitter when he's facing a left-handed pitcher. Well, he just faced a left-handed pitcher and blasted one out opposite field. Give the guy more chances to play, and he will improve. And Thornton sets. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the heart of the Broadway for call, strike one. Well, I have no compunction about Jazz being traded or moved. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 1-1. And Thornton sets, fires, and this is grounded through the right side of the infield. So that is Sanchez's third hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 1 for 2 on the night with a strikeout, an RBI, and a stolen base. Yes, he is a 1-year rental or a 2-month rental, Lou. Just like Jazz. Jazz is on the team for another 2 months. And Thornton sets. First pitch is on the way, and that cutter is down low. Count is 1-0 on Cabby. And the catcher is challenging the ball pitch. And it is confirmed that it was low. So the White Sox are going to lose a challenge. And Thornton sets, pitch is on the way, and the sweeper's on the way. The runner goes, and he is thrown out at second. That was Sanchez's first stolen base attempt of the season, and he was thrown out by a good way. It looked like that was a hit and run play. The Caballero just missed the ball. And the pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. That fastball came in at 95 miles an hour. Well, Arise has been on the Yankee radar for several months now. I talked about bringing him in during the off season. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Obviously, somebody's negotiating for him to be pulled out of the game today. Pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 3-2. And I'm just being told that the Dodgers have pulled their 5th and 13th out of the game. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate for ball 4. So with 2 outs coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. He is pinch hitting for Max Schumann. So is Captain Clutch going to be able to add to our lead? Obviously, Grisham will go into center field and Jones will switch over to left field. And Grisham steps up to the plate. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is inside. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-1. And there is a pickoff attempt at first. So that is the first disengagement of this at-bat. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero takes off, and that is going to skip into center field. Not far enough for Caballero to advance. So that is his 27th steal of the season. And the count is 2-1 on Grisham. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung and missed. Count is 2-2. And Thornton sets. Pitch is on the way, and that curveball is in the dirt. Count is now full 3-2. Well, you're going to find out about Boston right now. They're playing the Red Sox this weekend, or the Dodgers this weekend. Next pitch is on the way, and that is chop foul. If this game had been a rainout, I would have called the Red Sox-Dodgers game. Peterson sets, and the fastball is off the plate. So that is going to be ball 4. So that is back-to-back walks issued by Thornton. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt has lined out, grounded out, and struck out tonight, 0 for 3. First pitch is on the way, and the breaking ball is popped up to the infield. Bush is chasing it, and he is going to make the play in foul territory. That's going to do it for the Yankees, but not before Spencer Jones hits a solo shot opposite field home run to give the Yankees a 2-1 lead. So we are heading to stretch time. And earlier today, our scoreboard has the Blue Jays beating the Cardinals 5-1. The Tampa Bay Rays stuck past the White Sox 1-0. Mariners beat the Twins 4-3. Marlins beat the Mets 6-2. Pirates and the Reds are in a rain delay. In the bottom of the 7th, the Phillies have a 1-0 lead on the Orioles. Top of the 6th, the Astros have a 5-4 lead on the Rangers. As you know, heading to the bottom of 7, Yankees have a 2-1 lead on the Cubs. In the bottom of the 6th, the Diamondbacks have brought this game even against the Guardians, 2 apiece. In the top of the eighth, the Braves are hammering the Nationals 8-0. In the top of the fourth, the Rockies are beating the Royals 6-4. Bottom of two, the Padres lead the Giants 2-0. In the top of the first, the Red Sox have a 1-0 lead on the Dodgers. Other games to follow are going to be the Brewers, the Angels, and the Tigers and the Athletics. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, drop your vote in our active poll. Our second active poll. We have 14 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we strive for 30 likes for every live play-by-play. Currently, we are at 29, so we're one away from that milestone. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 830 subscribers, 5 away from our next milestone of 835. So if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels, well, I do those all here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. So if these things appeal to you, then maybe Yankees The Ugly Truth is the place for you. Please consider subscribing. Looks like Fernando Cruz is coming into the game to replace Angel Javi. And as I said earlier, Spencer Jones is switching to left field, and Trent Grisham will be in at center. First pitch from Cruz is on the way, and that is foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is inside. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2 on Horner. So interestingly enough, Cruz hasn't thrown a splitter yet. Fastball and a pair of sliders. So I think we're going to see a splitter coming here next. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is down low in the dirt. Count is 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that ball is hammered to left field, and Horner is going to drive this one out of the park to tie this game up at 2 apiece. The splitter hung in the top part of the zone, and Horner hammers this one out of the ballpark. Game is tied at 2. Coming up to bat is Ian Happ, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. And the first pitch is on the way, and the splitter is in there for call, strike 1. Cruz sets, and the fastball is up and in. So both these home runs were right down the left field line. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Happ. Next pitch is on the way, And this is line to left field. Jones is waiting for it, and he makes the play for the first out. And Swanson is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and the slider is up high. Count is 1-0. Cruz sets, fires, and the fastball is chopped to Rosario or Caballero. He fires across the diamond to Goldschmidt to make the second out. And it looks like Pedro Martinez is coming in to pinch hit for James Triestos. And it looks like there is a bout visit going on. First pitch is on the way. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is 1-0. And Cruz sets, pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 2-0. We're in the bottom of the seventh. There are 2 outs with nobody on and a 2-0 count on Ramirez. And Cruz sets, fires, and the fastball paints the inside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 2-1. And Cruz sets, fires, and the pitch is going to bounce all the way to the backstop. Count is 3-1. Cruz sets, and he fires. The pitch is fouled off. Count is now full, 3-2. And Cruz sets, pitch is on the way, and the fastball is fouled off. Count remains 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate for ball 4. So Pete Kerr Armstrong is coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout, line out, and a base on balls, run scored. And it looks like Boone is pulling Cruz And I am going to step away from the mic for just a half a second. I'll be right back. All right, and I am back. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 29 likes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30. Well, the Yankees are bringing in Brett Hedrick to face Pete Crow Armstrong. And Hedrick sets. First pitch is on the way, and I think he actually painted the outside of the strike zone, but we have no challenges left. So that is called ball one. Hedrick sets and fires, and he paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Hedrick sets. Fires of the fastball is low and away. Count is 2-1. Hedrick sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 2-2. Hedrick sets and fires, and that ball is lined into right field. Dominguez is chasing it, and he misplays it. It gets away from him, and Ramirez is heading home, and he is going to score. So the score is now 3-2. Crow Armstrong is going to end up at third. It should be a double and an error, but God knows how they're going to score this one. Say Suzuki is coming up to bat, and the first pitch is a fastball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is outside. Count is 2-0. Hedrick sets and fires. That pitch is in the dirt. Count is now 3-0. Hedrick sets and fires, and the pitch is called strike one. I think that damn pitch was at least 3 inches off the plate. Count is 3-1. Suzuki is not challenging. Hedrick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is full at 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is line past Volpe. So another run is going to score. Suzuki is on his way to second, and I think he slides off the bag and is tagged by Jazz, but and New York is challenging the out call. He's out. The call on the field is overturned. The runner is out at second, but not before Cubs add 3 runs in this inning to take a 4-2 lead. Incredible. And freaking incredible. All right, we're going to take a look at the active scoreboard since I'm a little bit aggravated right now with that horse shit play. The Pirates and the Reds are still in a rain delay. Pirates currently have a 4-1 lead on the Reds. In the top of the 8th, the Phillies lead the Orioles 3-0. Bottom of the 7th, the Astros lead the Rangers 5-4. As you know, heading to the top of the 8th, the Cubs have a 4-2 lead on the Yankees. In the top of the 7th, the Diamondbacks have taken a 3-2 lead on the Guardians. Nationals have finally gotten on the board. In the top of the 9th, the Braves lead the Nationals 8-3. In the bottom of the 4th, the Rockies lead the Royals 6-4. In the bottom of the 3rd, the Giants lead the Padres 3-2. In the bottom of the 2nd, the Dodgers have taken a 2-1 lead on the Red Sox. And starting at 9:38, a couple minutes from now, is going to be the Brewers and the Angels. And at 9:40, the Tigers and the Athletics. That is your active scoreboard. And Jonathan is reporting another trade. Jeff Passan is reporting that the Atlanta Braves are acquiring Lane Thomas and left-hander Bailey Falter from the Kansas City Royals. For who, I do not know. For those of you that are still here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We're at 17 votes. Thank you for those who have participated. And we are 1 like away from our goal of 30 for this play-by-play. So we're at 29. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Jacob Webb is coming into the game for Trent Thornton. And the first pitch is up and into Rosario. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and Rosario fouls us down the right field line. All right, Jonathan, thanks for the news. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is 2-1. And Webb sets, pitch is on the way, and this is chopped into the center field, and that is a leadoff hit for Rosario. The tying run is coming to the plate. Jason Dominguez is 1 for 3 on the day with a double. The first pitch is on the way, and that is a changeup in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Webb sets, pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1 on Dominguez. We are in the top of the 8th. Cubs have a 4-2 lead on the Yankees. Yankees have a runner at first with nobody out. 1-1 count on Jason Dominguez. Pitch is on the way, and Dominguez fouls this one down the third base line. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Dominguez hammers this one foul down the third base side. Count remains 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to right field, but the dying quail is going to end up in Suzuki's glove. That is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Jazz has a ground out and 2 strikeouts. Webb sets and fires, and the God sakes, the pitch is up high, called strike 1. It's 2 inches up off the plate. Jazz tries to challenges, but we are out of challenges. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Jazz. Now, for Christ's sakes, Jazz is sitting there arguing with the umpire. And Boone is heading out. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses for strike 3. So that's going to be a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Jazz. And Jazz is now the owner of a hat trick with 3 strikeouts tonight. And it looks like Ben Rice is coming in to replace Anthony Volpe as a pinch hitter. And now they're having a mound visit. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the breaking ball is down low. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice swings and misses at the changeup off the plate. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and Rice bounces this to Horder or to Bush. Bush is going to step on the bag for the third out. Coming up to bat for the Cubs in the bottom of the eighth is going to be Bregman, Kelly, and Bush. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes, and we are currently at 29. If you haven't, drop your vote in our active poll. We have 7 votes in our second poll of the night. And I think it's time to switch to the rally cap. Hey, Len, welcome to the stream. And it looks like Yvonne Cruz is coming into the game to replace Brett Hedrick. Well. Damn it. We definitely need some of our bats to come back because this shit is ridiculous. And Cruz sets. First pitch is on the way. The 100-mile-an-hour fastball misses down low. Count is 1-0. Cruz was called back up to the Yankees after Duvall was traded to the Pirates. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Cruz sets, fires, and the 99-mile-an-hour fastball is off the plate. Count is 3-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that 100-mile-an-hour fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone. For call, strike one. Count is 3-1. Cruz sets and fires, and the second 100-mile-an-hour fastball is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is now 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate for ball 4. Defensive changes have been Caballero shifts to shortstop. Ryan McMahon comes in at third base. Coming up to bat is Carson Kelly, 0 for 3 on the night with first pitch is on the way, and the slider is up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is inside. Count is 2-0. Sanchez is heading out to talk to Cruz. And Chavez sets, fires, and the 99-mile-an-hour fastball is in there for call, strike one. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is looped into left field. Jones fields it and throws to third base. So Bregman goes first to third. Coming up to bat is Michael Busch, 0 for 3 on the night. First pitch from Chavez is a slider down low. And now the infield is going to come in. Count is 1-0. And Cruz sets, pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Bush. Next pitch is on the way, and that is chopped foul down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and this is lined into left field. Bregman is going to score. So it's now 5-2 Chicago. So the Cubs have runners at first and second with nobody out. Nico Horner coming up to bat. Horner is 2 for 3 on the night and hit the game-tying home run in his last plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way. This is bounce to Caballero, flips to Jazz, and that is a 6-4-3 double play. So Kelly advances to third base. There's a runner at third with 2 outs, and Ian Happ is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. Caballero feels it and fires to Goldschmidt for the third out. That's going to do it for the Cubs, but not before they add another run to take a 5-2 lead. Hey, Alex. How do they set the total at 6? Explain this, please. I'm not sure what you're asking, Alex. And from the Major League scoreboard, the active scoreboard today, Pirates and the Reds are still in a rain delay. In the top of the ninth, the Phillies have a 5-0 lead on the O's. In the bottom of the eighth, the Astros have a 5-4 lead on the Rangers. As you know, heading to the top of the ninth, the Cubs have a 5-2 lead on the Yankees. In the top of the eighth, the Diamondbacks have expanded their lead to 9-2. In the top of the sixth, the Rockies lead the Royals 8-4. Top of 5, the Padres lead the Giants 4-3. In the bottom of the third, the Red Sox and Dodgers are locked up at 3s. In the top of the second, the Angels have a 1-0 lead on the Brewers. And in the bottom of the first, the Tigers have a 2-0 lead on the Athletics. All right, and Jonathan is announcing the second trade of the game. Jeff Passon says that the Chicago White Sox are acquiring right-hander Luis Castillo with a trade from the Seattle Mariners. Mariners will receive Sir Anthony Dominguez, outfielder Nolan Jones, and a prospect, Boston Smith. So thank you for that information, Jonathan. Thebar is coming in to replace Webb, and the first pitch to Jones is a curveball up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Thielbar sets, pitch is on the way, and that is hammered through the infield into right field. So Jones is on base with a leadoff single. Coming up to bat is Ali Sanchez. Sanchez is 3 for 3 on the night. Was caught stealing on a missed hit and run. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball. Wow, they call that a strike. It was 3 inches inside, but Yankees have no challenge. There's a huge hole on the right side. Pitch is on the way. The fastball is down low. Count is 1-1. So can this be a 4 hit for Sanchez? Thielbar sets. Pitch is on the way. The fastball is chopped foul. Count is 1-2 on Sanchez. Thielbar sets and fires, and that curveball is way outside. Count is 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is hammered to Swanson. Swanson fires to Bush at first, and that is a 6-4-3 double play. Bases are clear. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 1 for 2 on the night. Single, RBI, 2 stolen bases, and a base on balls. First pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way. Curveball is in there for call, strike 2. So the Yankees are down to their last strike. Count is 1-2. Caballero calls timeout. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Curveball is chopped to Horner at second. He fields it and flips it to Bush at first for the third out, and that is going to do it for the Yankees tonight. The Cubs are going to win 5-2 and even up this series. So the finale will be tomorrow afternoon. Garrett Cole will be on the bump for the Yankees facing Ray. For tonight, the numbers are Cubs have 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. The Yankees have 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Should have been 1 error. Thornton's record is going to advance to 4-4. Fernando Cruz is going to take his second loss in a week, and his record is going to drop to 4-6. Thebar is going to take the save for his 3rd save of the year. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of your busy Saturday evening to listen to a little baseball. Your support is always appreciated. I have dropped a short just about game time. So if you haven't, take an opportunity to take a look, and I will end this game in my traditional fashion with "Let's go Yankees." We'll see you in the funny papers.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow